attempt my first ever go of making tofu scramble. I'm not gonna use a recipe, I'm just gonna kind of chuck it all in and hopefully it makes tofu scramble. Yeah, let's get into it. That's what I think you need. Like I said, I'm not following a recipe. Hopefully this is okay. Oh, wait. The main ingredient. I need tofu. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I think press the tofu. That's what you have to do. Let's see if it works. Just to, I suppose, clarify, I have had tofu scramble before, I've just never made it. Shout out to Schecter's Raw in Cape Town. Bloody good tofu. Ugh! It feels so weird. Ew. Ew, okay. Okay, so what do? I don't know what type of tofu you're supposed to use for tofu scramble, but I'm using, I think it's soft tofu. Is that all of the liquid? Oh shit. Well, I suppose it's gonna be cut anyway. So it doesn't hurt that it's broken. I think that is actually all of the liquid out, I think. You guys aren't really gonna see my head, which I suppose is a good thing, but yeah, you guys aren't really gonna see my head. You're mainly just gonna see, I suppose, what I'm doing, if you can actually see it. Sponsored by George Home. Not. So, do I just cut it? Do I? What do I do? Do I cut it in? I think I cut it in like inches. I don't know. I know an inch is 4 centimeters. Maths lit helped me in something. I think that's okay. And then I think you crumble it. I think you crumble it into, like, I suppose the desired size you want it. I think. I have washed my hands. Ugh, this feels weird. Ugh. Oh, it's cold. Oh shit, Georgia, it's been in the fridge. Oh my god, it's so cold. Oh, this feels weird. Hopefully you're good. Oh well, we will see. Oh shit, I think you're supposed to use a fork. Okay, well, let me wash my hands again. Let's get a fork, because I'm pretty sure that's what you're actually supposed to do. Let's get a fork. I got the trusty fork. I think you should have done this in the beginning. So don't lead by example. No, don't take my advice. I don't know if I took all of the liquid out, but that's what it currently looks like. Doesn't look very appetizing. Hopefully it is. I wish I actually had other veg to, I suppose, put in it. Like, it would be really nice with like spinach and stuff. Okay, I think that is good. I'm gonna measure out my many, what's it called? You can't see it, but my many, what's it? Like flavors, spices, there we go. I'm gonna measure out my spices and then we will get cooking, hopefully, and not burn the kitchen. I've got a lot of spices here, so hopefully something will happen. I don't know if you're actually supposed to use this, but I've got this vegetable stock that is vegan. Obviously most vegetable stocks are. I've got this vegetable stock. I don't know whether or not to use it. I'm gonna see when I put like the spices in and let it heat up and everything. But I will actually use this because I think this will give it a lot of flavor. But first I'm gonna go in with some turmeric powder. And I'll probably put, because I mean I think this gives the yellow, I think this gives it the yellow, that yellow, like, I suppose eggy colour. I'm not a massive fan of eggs, but I suppose making an egg substitute. Anyway, my tofu scramble is really good. So I think I'm going to use about a teaspoon, or a heaped teaspoon. Next, I think I'm going to use some paprika. I'm only going to use a tiny bit of this because I think at the end I'm going to put like kind of sprinkle it on top. So I'm going to use about half a teaspoon. Is that half a teaspoon? I think that's a full teaspoon. Jeez. Spices in Scotland, or I suppose in the UK, but spices in Scotland are expensive. Maybe, I don't know if this is going to be like a burst of flavour, but I'll maybe use some Cajun seasoning. I'll maybe use, I think maybe a quarter teaspoon. Is that enough? Yeah, that's probably enough. We know if this doesn't go well, we know why. All of the spices. Next, I'm going to use some oregano. I'm not a massive fan of like oregano, thyme and all of that, but we have it and I'll use like a tiny bit. Because I was going to use mixed herbs, but we didn't actually have mixed herbs, like the mixed herb spicing. I don't know if you can get it in the UK, but you can get it in South Africa. So I'm probably going to use maybe about a quarter teaspoon. Next, I'm going to use some tarragon. I'm going to use some tarragon, like I said, as well. I'm not a massive fan of this, so I'll just use it a bit. I'll use as well a quarter teaspoon. I'm going to use some thyme. Thyme and rosemary, I'm not a massive fan of. We don't have rosemary, so I'm going to use thyme, but I'm going to use like a quarter, something smaller than a quarter. It does smell good though. I'm going to use probably, I suppose an eighth, but I don't know how to measure an eighth. Done. I took chili powder out, but I don't know if I'm going to actually use it because there's like paprika already and the Cajun spice, and they're all quite, not spicy, but like, I suppose hot. I don't see the hotness of paprika, but some people do. Okay, so I think the next thing, I suppose, is to heat the olive oil. I don't know if a lot of recipes call for like onion or something. I mean, I can add onion. I'm using about a cap and a half of olive oil. That's probably either too much or too little. We will see. So I think I'm going to just let that heat up, and then I'll probably put the herbs and stuff in before the tofu. I suppose because then it can like, I suppose heat up, like absorb the flavour. I don't know. Should I put, I'll put the tofu in first and then I'm going to see what it looks like. Trusty wooden spoon that has fluff on it. It's fine, it's clean, it's fine. So I think I'm going to wait for this to heat up for a few minutes, and then I will put the tofu in, let it cook for maybe about 5 to 7 minutes, I think, and then put the herbs in, and then I'll see if I need to put the vegetable stock in or not. Then I'm going to have it with a bagel, so then I also need to put that in the toaster. Okay, so I've added in half of the onion, so hopefully this, I suppose, helps. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the spices now, and then it'll go onto the onions and stuff, and then I'll add in the tofu in a few minutes. I think I'm going to add a bit more oil, so maybe I'll add a cap. Hopefully we don't need more oil because we are out of it. Oops. Okay, all of the onions are translucent, and then now I'm going to add in the tofu. is the part where hopefully it goes right or wrong. I'm gonna let that cook for, what's the time? It's about 10:25. I'm gonna maybe let it cook till, sorry, it's 20 past, and I'm gonna let it cook till 25 past, just checking it every few minutes. And then I think I'll maybe wait 2 or 3 minutes just to see if I should add the vegetable stock in or not. And then I'm gonna put the bagel in. The tofu has been cooking for about 5 minutes. I don't need to add in the vegetable stock, but I'm gonna put in the bagel now. And yeah, this is what it looks like. I don't know if it's supposed to look bouncy. Suppose it kind of is, so it kind of looks, you can see, a bit bouncy. I'm not going to massively perfect that because obviously the tofu is going to go on top. Well, that ruins the prettiness. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of salt. Just a bit more than a pinch. There we have it. So it looks like this. It looks like that. It actually, it actually does look really, really nice. So let's taste it. Now, this is the real test, I suppose, whether or not it actually tastes good. That is good, but I have had better, but that is pretty good. For a homemade, I think for a homemade like tofu scramble, that's pretty good. And for someone who doesn't really, I suppose, cook, I'm not a massive cooker, I do like it, but I'm not a massive cooker. That is really good. I definitely think though, because I used the wrong tofu, I think I used soft tofu, and I think for tofu scramble, you're supposed to use firm tofu. But I think that's pretty good. I think you're also supposed to use soft tofu. So if you guys do want to, I suppose, recreate this, not that anyone's going to probably really recreate it, and some people are probably going to make a way better presentation of it, but it is good, and I think it's a damn good attempt at tofu scramble for the first time. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I am going to continue eating my concoction of a breakfast, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys.